Now the question that we are looking at here is course schedule 3. I have already done course schedule 1 and 2, but this one's different. So you are given courses as duration and last day. They're pairs and you need to maximize the number of courses you can take, where each course must finish by its deadline and you can only take one at a time. So we are going to use a greedy strategy with a maximum heap. So the way this algorithm is going to work is that we are going to sort by deadline. So if a valid sequence exists, there's always an equivalent one where courses are taken in deadline order, so we can safely process them that way. Then we are going to greedily take every course. So if adding a course pushes past its deadline, we remove the course with the longest deadline among everything so far. So swapping out with the longest course will free up the most time, so that will maximize room for future courses. So because we are removing exactly one course, the count will never get worse, whereas the total time will get better. And then the size of the heap at the end is the answer. So let me just go through this code. So over here, as I said, we're going to sort by its deadline. So C of 1 is your last day, and this is how we are sorting. The reason why we are doing it is because we need to be efficient in finding and removing the longest course that we have taken so far. And we are using minimum heap in this question. So in Python, heap queue only provides a minimum heap, which means your smallest element on top. Over here we have taken, and then your time is initialized to 0. So taken is our heap, which is holding the durations of every course we have committed to. Then we go through our courses array. So we are looping through it and we are unpacking it. So we get duration and last day. Now we have a time variable which is initialized to 0 in the beginning, but now we add our duration to it. And then we optimistically push it to the heap. But make sure you have your minus sign for duration, because this is a minimum heap, so your smallest element is on top. So when you are popping, you want to pop the largest element, which means the element which takes the most amount of time to free up more space. And that's why when you put a minus, it will be the smallest element, whereas it will be the longest duration. So this is a Python trick. Then if the time is greater than last day, so what we are checking over here is that whether taking this course broke the schedule. So if our total time now exceeds this course's deadline, which means we have taken too much and we must drop something. If yes, then we will do, in this time we are adding the heap pop, the element that we have popped from our heap. The reason why we are doing plus is because this element will have a minus sign. So plus minus is equal to minus. If you had done minus, then it would have been plus, because minus minus is plus. So plus minus gives us minus. So we are actually reducing it from our time variable, and at the end we are returning the length of taken.